So guys, just before we get into this video, I want to say a massive thank you to our current 72 subscribers. As I've said in a few videos, I never in a million years thought we'd get this sort of following. It's amazing to see. We're growing. We really are growing as a business, and that's amazing. And you're coming along for the ride as well, and I love that. I love the support you're giving me. You really do give me the support to keep this thing going and keep this thing growing, which is what it's all about. If you haven't liked or subscribed to the video yet, you're new to the channel and you like what we do, then please hit the subscribe button and the like button. As I say, all support means the absolute world, and it helps us grow as a channel and means we can do bigger and better content. We can invest back into the channel and we can bring you more antics from the car game. So yeah, I just want to say a massive thank you for that. We've now got an Instagram page as well. We're quite active on that. I'll leave a link in the description to go give us a follow if you wish to do so. And then, I hope we try and reciprocate all engagement we get on all of our pages as well, because that's key for us. So yeah, let's get into the video. So guys, ill prepared. I've forgot the little clip. But as you can see by the thumbnail of the video, yes, I have completely ignored my own car buying advice. You know how in the note video we talked about checking expansion tanks for blowing head gasket, check them nice and clean with a good amount of fluid in them and all that. Yeah. You know, be thorough. Make sure it starts nice and all that. Yeah. Well, I've ignored that. And to buy the car we are featuring in today's video, and here is why I'm not completely crackers. So should we get into it and see exactly what the car is? Well, yes, it's this 2006 on a 56 Vauxhall Corsa D 1.2. You know, the car that's dead famous for a really strong and robust coolant system, never blows head gaskets, never needs anything doing with the coolant. Yeah, not common at all for blowing head gaskets. Yeah. Complete sarcasm, by the way. Yes, these do like to do head gaskets in, but here's why I am not crazy. We'll do a little walk around video and then we'll get into it and have a look. We won't be going for a drive because I say it has got a coolant issue, which we'll get into in a minute. Yeah, so it's nice and clean. There's a mark on the paint there, obviously a bit of a paint discoloration there, I'd say, which isn't too bad. We'll look at getting that done, obviously, once we've got it valeted and prepared and whatnot. A little bit of corrosion there on the rear wheel arch, which we'll try and tidy up, obviously, for the potential new buyers. A ding there. Really should have brought my clip with me for my microphones. This is a bit awkward. We've got Corsa mats, fully tailored mats. We've got a seat cover. We are going to have to get handy with the spot washer on this because it smells a bit damp. So we're going to give it a good wet vacuum and scrubbing. We've got a 3-door. Be more popular with the first-time drivers, I think. I know when I passed my test, you know, it was only cool if it was 3-door, weren't it? So hopefully it'll be a really popular one, this, with the first-time drivers and the learners. Got a nice screen in there as well. It's DAB and Bluetooth. Again, the rear bench there. Interior all looks intact as well. So I've only ever had one Corsa D before this, and it was a 1.3 diesel on an 07 plate, done 40,000. It was a cracking little car, that. Even had the little pull-out thing for the bike, remember that, in the advert? The Come On advert. Yeah, it had the bike carrier, and it worked as well. All worked. So yeah, that's the only other one I've had. Other than this, I try and stay away from these for timing chain issues and head gasket issues and all that sort of malarkey. And I've bought this one. Yeah, completely gone back on my word. I've bought this one. So yeah. So we got underneath this vehicle when I went to view it, and it's quite damp around the water pump and the timing casing. So we've ordered a timing chain, gasket, and water pump for this. Oh no, got a bit Mike Brewer Mayo in there as well. So yeah. So just to run through it quickly, We have ordered new rocker cover, we've ordered a new side casing gasket, we've ordered a new water pump and gasket, and we've ordered the timing chain as well. You wouldn't believe it, but this one, it actually isn't rattling for a Corsa day. It's actually nice and quiet on the timing chain, but we're going to do it anyway because, excuse me, we've got to take that gasket off. So as best practice, we're going to do full chain kit, a rocker gasket as well, because we're taking that off. So we're going to replace it with a new one. Just so we're all, just so we can be confident we're selling a quality thing. And here is our header tank. We drove it down the road, so it's nice and full now. So I've put coolant in it, but when I went to view it, there was nothing in it. And obviously, there's a bit of gunge around there as well. But we have done a sniff test on that header tank, and it stayed nice and blue, so that's all good. Get into it now. This is a 4 or 5 owner car. I'll have to check the logbook. But it has done from new 50,000 miles on a 56 plate. So this is why I was willing to take the gamble. Won't disclose how much we bought this car because the seller asked that we didn't. But we've bought it at a price where, if needs be, we could always trade out of it and either break even or make a tiny profit. But I've took the gamble and I've ordered the parts for it, because it passed the sniff test. It's not rattling on the timing chain. It starts on the key as well. It doesn't take ages to start, which is also another indication the head gasket's gone, because there's that lack of compression. Bit of discoloration on the thing there. See, that's where I've just brought some coolant along to top it up, but I think it was a bit of overkill. But say, with it being such low mileage, I just want to make sure that we keep this one in nice nick. A full rocker gasket there. A BGA timing chain kit that comes with tensioners and gaskets and guides as well. It's a full kit, and I paid for all that £120 off eBay for the whole lot. So it's already costing me, but for £120, and I'm presuming an afternoon of work, maybe a full day of work, just to make sure it's right, because we're going to take the sump off as well, because you've got to. We're going to take the sump off, take the strainer out, clean it all out, make sure it's all good, because we've got a really good base here. We've got a nice low mileage car. Yes, there's the odd ding here and there, but it's the perfect first car for someone, and it'll be sub £2,000 as well. We're going to put it for a fresh test. So full MOT, we're going to service it. We're going to do timing chain and water pump, all the major Corsa jobs. And it'll be a really nice straight car for someone. We'll change the oiler filter as well. It'll be a really nice straight car for someone. I think it's going to be a bargain at sub £2,000 for this. There's definitely a lot more life left in it. It's just one of them, these Corsas. Yeah, they do suffer. It's quite common. A lot of traders talking about the Corsas and needing head gaskets. Personally, I don't think that is a fault of the engine. I think it's a fault of the dashboard, and I'll explain why. Now, I'm pretty sure you can go into a sub-menu in the trip computer and you can get the temperature of the engine up, but if you see there's no temperature gauge. So the first anyone is going to really know that the car's overheating is when it's too late, when it's at the side of the road and you've broken down, you're waiting for the RAC, because there's no temperature gauge telling you how hot the car is. Now, I know back in the day, and I know I'm pretty sure it's part of the driving test as well, isn't it? You've got I think it's called show and tell or something, isn't it? I'm probably wrong. But you've got to point at like the oil cap, the dipstick and the coolant, but no one really checks them anymore, do they? No one does that every week or every month anymore. Checking your coolant, checking your oil. And I reckon if people did that, you'd probably see a lot less of these needing head gaskets, because, as I say, no one really knows there's anything wrong. If the dashboard doesn't tell you, no one thinks to look, do they? Really, we've all been guilty of it, haven't we? All been guilty of it. But yeah, this is our Corsa, and we're gonna prep this ready for sale, and then that's going to be up for sale as well today as well. Hopefully, we've sold one car on sale or return, and we've bought 2 more cars as well. So that means we're at 4 cars in stock at LP Automotive. We've gone from 1 car to 2 car to 3 car to 4 cars in stock, and hopefully 2 at retail and then 4 at retail very quickly once we've got this done, and the Peugeot. So we are growing. We're growing at a really good rate. It has took a lot of kissing frogs in terms of buying a lot of cars that weren't so good and taking the hit on them, but we've persevered and we're growing, and I couldn't be any happier with it, because that's just great. But that's for another video. But yeah, this is our Corsa, so hopefully I don't think we'll go into too many Corsas, because I'm very particular about what I buy me. Let's say the last one was a 1.3 diesel 6-speed, and I bought that because it was about to go to scrap, and it had only done 40k, and it was absolutely mint 6-speed as well. It was a bit rare. I was half tempted to keep that for myself, to be honest, but we fixed it up and sold it a couple of years ago. That was a couple of years. That was a driveway buy as well, and as I keep saying, we're going to try and do some more driveway buys. If people want to sell to that famous YouTuber that is Cheap Motoring TV, you never know. We'll see, won't we, eh? And we'll see at the rate of progress of the channel. But yeah, we've got 2 to collect from BCA, another Clio, and all I'm going to say is, people say I'm likeable, but you could also say I've got a lot of charisma, and that's all I'm going to say about our other car, because I think that's something nice and old that'll do quite well at 995, or maybe a bit more at 1250. I'll do a walk around with that and show you what that's all about. But yeah, we've got our Corsa. We got this as well. We didn't buy this from auction or anything. We bought it from a private buyer who was Part X in it. He'd been offered an amount in Part X, and we were able to give him more than that, which he was happy with. So yeah, it needs a bit of work and MOT and whatnot, and it needs a good valet as well, because it does smell a bit musky in there. So we're going to get the spot washer on it. Hopefully we're going to get it really nice and mint for the first car, and I reckon this should walk away as well, coming up for September when a lot of people are passing the tests and whatnot. And yeah, this should in theory walk away. But yeah, anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks once again for watching, guys. Your support means the world to me, honestly, and I hope we continue to grow together as a channel. Cheers now, bye bye.